All right, here we are looking at the Eclipse. I've got a pair of sunglasses in front of my phone. It's the best I could do because I didn't think ahead to get the special glasses. So this is what I can do. I don't know what that streak is. It's pretty cool though. And here's a timestamp on my video today. Not a whole lot new to show. I do have a pepper turning orange there. Probably pick that one soon. Excited about that. There's another one on here that might be starting to turn color. And then there's more on this plant that have yet to turn color. I believe these are supposed to be yellow. Obviously, these are orange. I've got another squash growing there. Two more on this plant, at least two more. One there, one there. Excited about that. My watermelon's getting bigger. I don't know how big they're supposed to get. I don't know if that's going to be ready in a week or a month. Another one on that plant. And I also had a third watermelon, if I can find it, on this plant over here, plus a bunch of flowers still. So who knows? I might get some more watermelon than the three. Okay, right there. There's a little dinky one. And my Roma tomatoes that I grew from seed are actually producing. I'm definitely going to get some tomatoes off those. Excited about that. All of a sudden, my peppers, which were doing lousy, are starting to produce. Marconi, I think, is that one. This one's called Carmen. This one looked dead. I mean, like brown, shriveled up, and totally dead about 2 weeks after I planted it. I don't know if I'm going to get anything off that. And even the banana peppers over here that have that were eaten by rabbits or something, they've come back with some more leaves, and now I'm looking at some peppers. Everything over here looks much the same, although I know that I mentioned before that these broccolis that I harvested will start to put off side shoots, like single florets, and I can see one forming right there. And there are others that I saw around on that plant there. So that's it. Oh, one other thing. My tomatillos are going nuts. And I've harvested probably 3.5 pounds off of these 3 plants, and there's plenty more to be had. Probably, I don't know, I'm guessing probably another 8 to 10 pounds if all of these become full mature fruit. So I'm really pleased with that. If there's one thing I know I'm going to grow in the future, besides broccoli, because I love broccoli, it's going to be tomatillos. I will definitely grow these again, and they're huge too. Here's just give an example there. Here's one that's ready to pick right here. Look how big that is in my hand. You don't get them that big in the store usually. They're so big that they're breaking off branches. Here's a broken branch right there. Both of those branches just split and broke, and I had to prop it up just so that it fell again too. I'm gonna have to fix that. And another one here broke. Just broke right off. And so I've got that supported with the tomato trellis here, so those are still growing. I assume they still get nutrients as long as it's still attached to the plant. Okay, here's my tip, is picking and eating. I've learned, and I didn't learn this in a scholarly journal, so you can't quote me on this, but I've learned, and I believe it to be true, that picking something and eating it immediately off a tree or out of a garden is the healthiest thing you can do in your diet. And short story on that is I planted raspberries years ago because my wife wanted raspberries, and they would let the raspberries basically go rotten on the vine. And then I think just to insult me, they also would then put raspberries on the grocery list. So I'd come in and I'd complain and I'd say, hey, you guys got to get out there and pick those raspberries. You know, I spent all that time planting raspberries. And then when I learned this truth about picking and eating, I just said, forget them. And I just went over and I started picking everything that was red off the raspberry bushes. And I'm going to do that today with this here strawberry. Just a little guy. And promise that this taste test will go better than the tomato that I did a few weeks ago. So just picking off the green stuff here, and that's delicious. And I'm sure it's partially because I grew it, and things taste better when you put your own work into it. But man, they are good. Thanks for watching.